welcome to my channel. My name's Mark Philpott. I'm a 57-year-old professional athlete, and in today's show we're going to be talking about running shoes. Yes, that's right. I recently purchased a pair of these Nike Revolution 6 Next Nature running shoes, and I'm going to talk in this video about these shoes and share some information that I'm quite passionate about when it comes to buying running shoes. Okay, before we start talking about this one, I want to share what I was using before I bought the shoe and why I ended up buying the Nike Revolution 6. My go-to running shoe lately since I've been living here in Mexico has been this one. It's the Charlie running shoe. It's a local company that gets their shoes made overseas like everybody else these days, but I've fallen in love with this shoe. It's absolutely fantastic. So my wife and I recently went out to replace this shoe, as I have done a couple of times now. I usually turn my shoes over every 400 kilometers or thereabouts, and it was time to, as you can see, it was time to get rid of this particular pair. So we went out shopping for the day here in Cancun in Mexico, and unfortunately we weren't able to find this particular model or size for me in a running shoe. So I had to go to plan B, and I didn't have a plan B at the time. After spending the entire day going from store to store, I ended up buying a pair of these Nike Revolution 6 running shoes. And the only reason I ended up buying these shoes is because they're only shoes we found that day here in Cancun that actually fitted me and actually were the right type of running shoe for me. Now, I talk about the right type of running shoe because when you buy any pair of running shoe, you should make sure you work out if you pronate or supernate. That's right. That's the way that your foot rolls out or rolls in, and you must make sure you get a pair of running shoes that support you for your pronation or your supination. Now, Nikes are a pair of shoes that I've been wearing a lot over the years, and they're also a company that have done a lot of things that I'm not too proud to support. So I was a little bit reluctant in buying these shoes because of the ethical standards of that particular brand. However, because I was left with no real choice, I ended up buying these Revolution 6 a couple of weeks ago, and I've done quite a few runs in them. So I'm able to tell you a little bit about the shoe and how it's working out for me. First of all, let's start at the rear of the shoe, and the shoe has a very solid support in the heel. I don't know about you, but I don't like the shoes that have a very flimsy, and some even just have a cord around the back. These have a very strong, a very typical Nike heel plate, and very, very strong through the support of the shoe around here. You can see a very strong stack on the bottom there, and very, very intense foam in the base of the shoe, giving it a very, very solid feel and a very solid foot plant on the ground. So all the way through the shoe, there's a very strong core of foam leading to the front of the shoe where you have a toe cover which gives you some protection on the toe. I'm not sure how many people actually land on top of this. If you are, you've got a funny running style. But anyway, it does protect the front of the shoe. Looking now at the lacing system of the shoe, like most shoes, you have the ability to be able to lace right up to the top, which gives you more support in the back of your heel. And if you want to, like I do, you can keep the lacing system just minus one of the actual loops. So very good lacing system, a good tongue in the shoe as well that comes up a little bit and gives you a bit of protection. But the thing that I do really like about these shoes is their breathable fabric that they use. Now, I'm living here in Cancun in Mexico. We have very, very hot weather for most of the year. Each day it's around 30 degrees Celsius with humidity over 80%. So you really do want a shoe that is breathing very, very well. And this shoe does have a very good breathing system developed in its entirety. So I found these shoes to be very relaxing to run in from a heat perspective. No issues there with extra sweating. And yeah, all good from that perspective. On the heel, you can see after 2 weeks of running how much I've already worn these shoes down. So with most shoes on the market these days, unless you're buying trail shoes, these shoes will wear down fairly quickly, and that's why you want to rotate them around about every 400 kilometers or so with your running. Now, I really don't like red as a color for a shoe, but here we are. I've got a pair of red running shoes, and again, The only reason I ended up buying these shoes is because I couldn't find another shoe that fitted me in this city, and also within the budget range that I was looking at. Now let's talk about price for the shoe. This shoe is round about just under $100 US to buy, and it puts it at the bottom end of the Nike range of running shoes. So really this shoe is designed for beginners, people getting into running for the first time, or people getting back into running. And it's a very good shoe for that perspective if you're wanting to get into running, try it out and see what you like. You're not going to have any trouble with this shoe, even though I have reservations about the actual brand and the company. The quality of the shoe for a beginner runner, for somebody that's doing low mileage, you can't go wrong with this particular shoe. It's a very solid shoe, and in the runs that I've done so far, which have been all on the road, it's served me very, very well. I am going to go back to my Charlies though once I find them, and I'm going to say goodbye to this particular shoe. But I'm glad that I did buy it to try it out and just to see how it goes. So again, if you're looking for something for the first time and you're just starting off your running journey, or even somebody that goes out and does a bit of running and a bit of jogging and a bit of walking, this could also be a really, really good shoe for you. But if you're someone that's doing high mileage and you're looking for a lot more stability in a shoe and durability in a shoe, I think you want to be looking for something a little bit more expensive than this particular model, and looking at the other ranges of other brands of shoe as well. But as far as this shoe goes, I'm not going to fault it today. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 in terms of how it's serving me so far. The Nike Revolution 6 Next Nature, a pretty good buy if you want to get out there and get into that shoe. So there we go. That's my short video today on a shoe review for the Nike Revolution 6. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out other videos on my channel. As a professional athlete, I'm posting all the time about my training, about products, experiences and life here in Mexico, in addition to going to some races and doing races as well. You can check all those videos out online. So hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification. Every time I drop a video, you will be notified. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. I'll be back again soon with another video. Until then, stay safe, stay well, and go for a run. See you soon.